Okay, let's get straight into it. Okay, so supplements. Do you even need them? That's the question. So pretty much every time when I speak to people in the gym, like giving advice, or just like people coming up to me and then asking conversation, really, and the conversation about supplement always comes up. And then they will ask me what supplement do I use, and then I will tell them A, B, or C. But honestly, you don't actually need any supplements. You don't need any single supplement. The name itself, supplements, it's meant to be it's meant to support your diet. It's not meant to replace it at all. Like literally, it's not meant to replace it. So you can actually get fit, you can get strong, you can get lean, you can lose body fat, you can gain muscle without any supplement. So I know it feels like it's necessary sometimes. Like everywhere you go, you hear about it. You go to the gym, there's a full vending machine with all supplements. You're online, people advertising supplements to you and whatever. Literally, like we honestly we live in a capitalistic society. So people wants to sell things for to you and people wants to get your piece. That's pretty much it. Like you don't actually need supplements. Now, to be honest, I right now since like about a year ago or so, since my last protein tub finished, I haven't been using any supplements apart from one and now or two, which I will come back to later. But you don't actually need supplements. So there are times when supplement is needed. If you're a beginner, you don't need a supplement. If you've been training for 6 months, 3 weeks, 6 months, or whatever, you don't need any supplements. Like I said, I haven't been using any supplement. I haven't been using any protein. The only supplement that I am so when you advance 3 years later or something like that, when you've developed your base, especially gaining muscle, where you develop your base muscle layer, now you might need extra supplement to support you, or maybe you are now going a little bit more heavier. You're doing a lot more than than basic training, so you're doing a lot more. Now you need supplement to supplement your diet. However, you can gain all of those things in your diet. So you just have to increase your diet. So you don't need to do all of those things. So when it comes to me now, because I train so much, I lift so much weight, and also one thing that that made me start using creatine. If there's anything I will promote, will be creatine. Creatine, there's a lot of research these days that's gone into creatine, and there's a lot. It's a superpower basically. So creatine, because of I train a lot, you need creatine is needed in your muscle, but also creatine is needed in your brain. Your brain uses a lot of creatine. So the nature of the work that I do involves a lot of thinking, and when you're at work, maybe you just need a little bit of creatine to like had to give the brain functioning. So what happens is the I think either the brain or the muscle takes the creatine first. And because I found out that I get brain fog sometimes or something like that, since I've been taking extra dose of creatine, I've been feeling okay because I use pretty much all the creatine that I get from my diet in the training session. So that's one thing. The other thing I use is vitamin D, because during the winter you don't get enough sunlight. Darker skin people, you need actually a lot more vitamin D during the winter. So as why I take vitamin D. Apart from it, that's the only two things. Sometimes I might take potassium, sometimes I might take magnesium, but it's just pretty much it. So I've not mentioned protein, or pre-workout or any of those things. It's just if you're trying to get strong, you need more carbs. If you're trying to get more build more muscle, you need more protein, eggs, fish, whatever. If you're trying to lose weight, reduce your calories. So that's pretty much it. So not to extend this conversation, that's it from me. If you find this valuable, leave comments, like and subscribe. aiming for 1,000 subscriber, where I'm currently at 460. So let's do it.